Say cool. I'm gonna give you the phone. Peace and blessings. Welcome. This is Imani. Peace and blessings to all. This is Imani Newsom bringing you Restorative Yoga. Hoping that your Wellness Wednesday has been a beautiful one. I like to use a lot of props for the class. So if you don't have already, get you something to sit comfortably on, such as a throw pillow for under the knees or under the hips or the sitting bones. rolled beach towel for under the knees. But this will be a very gentle class. Those props are mainly for support and to make you feel much more comfortable. So let's go ahead, find that comfortable seat, whether it is cross-legged, legs straight out in a gentle staff pose, or you can even widen the legs if that's more comfortable for your hip joints. But whatever is your comfortable seat, let's take that and let's start to relax and tune into our breath. You can close your eyes completely, or you can close them halfway, or you can look down toward the front edge of your mat, any of the space that is in front of you. First, we're going to tune into our natural breath. That is simply breathing as you usually would and paying attention to how your breath flows in and out on its own naturally. You're also paying attention to whether or not you have any aches and or twinges anywhere in the body, any of the joints are tight, any discomfort anywhere. You want to note that. And then very, very slowly and gently, we start to get more relaxed as we pay attention to our breath. We allow the thoughts to slow down as our inhales and exhales slow down a little bit. And as our thoughts slow down, we're able to focus on maybe one or two things. For the remainder of this practice, we want to focus on our breath, slow inhales, slow exhales, in order to calm the body down and also to calm down some of the mental chatter, also called the monkey mind. As you relax more, your abdomen will start to expand. Your heart will lift as your spine lengthens up through the crown of your head, but also down through your tailbone, your legs, and your feet. So as we inhale, let that abdomen expand, let that heart lift. Maybe you feel a lift in the top of your head. Draw in your navel as you slowly exhale to keep that lift in the upper body. And as you're slowly exhaling, you're allowing everything below the navel to relax and ground toward the earth. You're also allowing your shoulders to relax down from your earlobes. A lot of times we sit hunched up and we don't even realize it. Sitting up, drawing the shoulders back and down a little bit while we slowly inhale and slowly exhale. You can mentally count to 3 or 5 or 7 while you're slowly inhaling, but try to maintain that slow count as you slowly exhale. Since yoga means union, let's do this together. 3 slow inhales, mentally counting to 3 or 5 or 7. Follow your breath, nice and slow. Inhale. Feel the lift. Draw in the navel to keep that lift. Slow exhale. Feel the shoulders relax, the hips relax down, the legs relax down. 2 more times. Follow your own breath. Just try to make it as slow as you can. Navel draws in as you are exhaling. Third time's a charm. Slow inhale. Spine lengthens up and down, heart lifts, navel draws in as we slowly exhale. Let's add some movement to that breath. We'll start with the top of the body and work our way down, releasing tension in the head, the neck, and the shoulders first. As we inhale, slowly gaze up. Draw on your navel, and as you exhale, slowly gaze down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Nice and slow, follow your breath. Navel draws in as we slowly exhale. Third time, slow inhale. Feel the heart lift, feel the abdomen expand. Draw on the navel, keep the lift. Exhale, feel the grounding. Let me bring our gaze back to center. Inhale here in center. Draw on your navel to keep the lift, and as you exhale, gaze to your left. Stay here for an extra breath. Slowly inhale back to center. Draw on the navel to keep the lift, and exhale looking to your right. Stay here. Inhale, lengthen. Draw on the navel to keep that heart lift. Exhale and look a little more over your right shoulder. Take your time. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, feel your shoulders relax down along with the hips, the legs, and the feet. And we add in some shoulder and arm work. So we can take our fingertips to our shoulder, to the tops of our shoulders, and lift our elbows. And as we slowly inhale and exhale, we will circle the elbows, which is the gentler version, or the shoulders. So gentle first. We inhale for half of the circle. Exhale for the second half of the circle. 3 times. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. You can do the more traditional shoulder circles. And let's reverse that. 3. To reach forward instead of out at first. So we gently inhale, reach forward and up. Draw in the navel. Exhale, reach forward and down. 2 more times. Slow inhale. You can always gaze up at your thumbs for a gentle back bend. Draw in your navel, exhale, and watch those fingertips float back down. Last time, inhale. to the hip joints. We plant the right hand to the earth, and we gently inhale up the left arm. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, reach up and over to your right side for a side bend that lengthens the obliques. Slide the right hand out a little bit. Inhale, reach. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, bend the right elbow and deepen your side bend. Nice and slow. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, reach out and down. You can always take a resting breath between repetitions. This is your practice. This time, we're planting the left hand in alignment with the hip, and we're inhaling the right arm up. Draw in the navel to keep the lift in your upper torso, and as you exhale, reach up and over to your left. Really feel the stretch in the side ribs. Slide that left hand out. Inhale and lengthen. Draw in your navel and see if you can deepen the side bend by bending your left elbow. Slow inhale, both arms come up. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale the fingertips out and then down. Take a resting breath. Resting breath just is a full breath in and a full breath out without moving. We'll take a couple of twists. We take the right hand and place it outside the left knee. We take the left hand and we place it at the sacrum or behind the left hip. We inhale, spine lengthens up and down. We draw in the navel to keep the lift in the upper torso. And as we exhale, we turn the navel, the shoulders, and lastly, the gaze. Take an extra breath here. Inhaling and lengthening, drawing in the navel as we exhale, and maybe deepen the twist another millimeter. Right hand at the sacrum or behind the right hip. We inhale and lengthen the spine. Draw in the navel to keep the lift in the upper torso. And as you exhale, turn the navel, the shoulders, and last, the head. Take an extra breath. Inhale, lift, draw in the navel, and as you exhale, maybe you can turn another millimeter. As you inhale, release and turn forward. And as you exhale, feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Feel the hips sink into whatever you're sitting on, whether it's your bed, your mat, your cushion. Feel the grounding through the legs and feet. Take another resting breath. Let's do that as a flow. A slow inhale, and we reach out. twist a little deeper. Inhale, reach up and turn to center. Drawing the navel, exhale and turn. Release the left hand outside the right knee, right hand behind the hip. Inhale, drawing the navel, exhale, turn a little bit deeper as we look over the right shoulder. Release both hands, lift up as you turn forward. Exhale, reach out and down. Let's roll over the knees and find tabletop position. You can move the cushion to the side. Bring the knees straight down below the hips. Bring the wrists straight down below. Visualize that you are drawing the back of your ears toward the ceiling. As you inhale, relax the abdomen. Draw the heart between the, the arms and lift the tailbone. Your gaze can be halfway up the wall in front of you. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, drawing the navel. Tuck the chin. Press the hands into the mat and let the back of the heart reach toward the heavens. Nice and slow. Follow your inhale to cow pose. Exhale to a Halloween cat tuck. One more time. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale. Super slow, slow exhale. And we gently inhale back to a flat back. We exhale, hips back toward the heels. Inhale, lengthen the spine again. And as you exhale, fold the elbows down, stack the fists, and place the forehead on your stacked fists for 3 slow breaths. Let each breath get slower and slower. What you're feeling for here, what you're looking for, is as you inhale, of course, the abdomen expands, but you also want to see if you can feel your side ribs expand. See if you can feel your lower back inflate. And as you exhale, you still draw in your navel. You're still relaxing. Then you're relaxing in your side ribs. You're grounding your hips toward your feet. Your feet are grounding more into, feet and legs are grounding more into the earth. And your forehead is relaxing toward the earth as it's placed on the stacked fists. Or if you're flexible in your back, you can place your forehead directly on the mat. One more breath. Tuck the chin. We place the hands back under the shoulders, and we slowly roll ourselves up. Take a moment. See if you can sit on those heels with your hands on your thighs, your shoulders relaxed back. Or a gentle version of hero pose. Take an extra breath. We release back to tabletop. And this time, we're going to do some extension through the legs, beginning with the left leg. Your back is flat, your tailbone is relaxed, slightly down, your neck is long, the earlobes are drawing up toward the ceiling. As you inhale, extend that left leg straight back. Toes can stay on the ground for now. As you exhale, draw in your navel and ground through everything that's touching the mat, the hands, one knee, as well as subtly grounding through the ribs, up at the same time that you're grounding down. Point and flex that foot, circle the ankles, and then release the knee back underneath the hip. Take a breath. Next, inhale, extend the right leg. Toes stay on the mat for a second. Slow exhale, grounding through the palms, the left knee, the toes, and subtly through the ribs, as well as the tailbone. Next, inhale, lift those toes to hip height. And as you exhale, still feel the grounding. Slow inhale. What I call cat balance. Inhale the left leg to hip height. Exhale and ground. Next, inhale, extend your right fingertips forward. Your gaze can be straight down at your mat, drawing your navel. Try to keep that back foot lifted, as well as your fingertips lifted straight ahead. Whatever we don't pay attention to tends to start to lower down. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen one more time through the fingertips, all the way through the toes. And as you exhale, bring down the hand and bring down the knee. Take a resting breath. Next inhale, right leg reaches out to hip height. Exhale and ground. Next inhale, left fingertips reach forward. Draw on the navel to try to keep the core active. Since I'm not paying attention, my leg wants to lower down. Couple of more breaths. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips and the toes. Exhale, hand down under the shoulder, knee down under the hip. And we do one more cat-cow. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat-tuck. Take an extra breath as we come to a flat back and tabletop. Very gently, walk the knees to the right and the hands to the right. Set the hips down on the left and swing the legs back around to the front. knee or under each thigh. We bring the heels close to the groin. We press the soles of the feet together. We sit up tall. On the inhale, the heart lifts. We draw on the navel to keep that lift. And on the exhale, the shoulders relax and the knees relax closer toward the earth. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen. Draw on the navel, and as you exhale, grounding through the shoulders, through the knees, thighs. Let's do a gentle forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Fingertips are on either side of the soles of the feet. And as you exhale, draw on that navel and just walk your hands down. Only go as far as is comfortable. Take a couple of breaths here. Every time you inhale, you're lengthening. And every time you exhale, you're drawing in your navel and you're allowing yourself, you're making that space so that you can bend forward a little bit more, even if it's just a millimeter. But you want to tuck the chin slightly and let yourself relax into the pose. Tuck the chin, and as you inhale, gently walk yourself back upright. When your shoulders are over your hips, that's when you slowly exhale, release those shoulder blades, release those hips, thighs, and legs. Let's gently and very gently come to lying down on our back. If you like, you can have a throw pillow underneath your head. Again, it all depends on how your neck feels. You can also have cushion underneath your lower back. Those of us that are fuller figured have a little extra hip. Sometimes we have lower back issues. But once you are comfortable, bend your knees and bring your feet flat to the mat. This is a partial recline. Feel yourself sink into this partial recline. One more breath. Very gently extend your left leg, keeping the right knee bent. And on your next inhale, you're slowly going to lift that leg. And as you exhale, you're going to draw on your navel, flex the foot, and lower it down. We're going to do that 4 more times. You're in. Slower, the more effective. Navel draws in during the exhale. One more time on the left. Point, Inhale, lift. Drawing the navel, flex. Exhale, slowly the heel to the earth. We bend that left knee and bring the sole of the foot flat to the earth. We extend the right leg and we repeat on the right side. Point, inhale, lift when you're ready. Nice and slow, draw on the navel, flex the foot. Exhale the heel to the earth. Take your time. Your slow inhale is a point and lift. Draw on your navel, flex your foot. Your slow exhale is a flex foot leading with the heel. One more time, slow inhale, lift. Navel draws in, exhale, heel slowly descends to the earth. We bend the right knee, bring the sole of the foot flat to the earth. Take a resting breath. This time we're going to extend both legs. When you're ready, slowly inhale that left leg to the heavens. Draw in the navel, flex the foot, and this time as we exhale, we're going to reach it out to our left. Doesn't have to go far. We don't want to go so far with the left leg that the right hip lifts up. So if it only goes halfway, then that is as far as you go. That's your practice today. And we can add the hand behind the thigh for support. Or if you have a block, you can add a block here. But place your right hand on your right thigh or hip joint to keep it from lifting up as you extend out and relax that left leg. One more breath, slow inhale. Everything lengthens up and down. Draw on the navel. Everything grounds and relaxes. Next inhale, let that left leg come up. Draw in your navel. And as you exhale, let that leg go across your body. Doesn't have to go far. Just for a breath. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Both shoulders are glued to the earth. We're not turning. We're just extending the left leg across the body to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend that knee and hug it toward the heart. One more breath. Release the hands, release the foot to the ground, and then extend the left leg. Take your time. Slow inhale as we lift the right leg toward the heavens. Draw your navel in, and as you exhale, extend that leg out to the right. Add the hand under the thigh if you need support. Keep the left hand on the left thigh or hip joint to keep it from lifting up. That little bit of weight reminds us, oh yes, this hip is supposed to be grounding while this leg is extending. Trying to keep both hips evenly grounded. One more breath. Every time you exhale, allow yourself to relax into the pose. Inhale, Extend that leg straight up, draw in the navel, and cross the leg, cross the body as you exhale. Shoulders stay glued to the earth. We're not turning. We're extending the right leg across the body toward the left. One more breath. Slow inhale. Leg comes up. Draw on the navel. Bend the knee. Hug that hug that thigh in toward the heart for a breath or two. Every inhale, the spine is lengthening up through the crown and down through the tailbone, legs, and feet. Every exhale, the navel naturally draws in and the whole body relaxes or grounds toward the earth. Release the hands, release the sole of the foot back to the earth, and extend that leg out. Soles of the feet pressing together. Fists can come underneath the thighs if you need support. Throw pillows can come underneath if you have those. Allowing yourself to relax into the pose. If you need a little extra, palms on the inner thighs. They add a little bit of weight so that the hip joints open a bit more. Inhale, abdomen inflates, heart lifts as the spine extends up through the crown. Very subtly, the spine is extending down through the tailbone, legs, and feet. As you exhale, your navel draws in, the back of the body grounds into the earth, the side body grounds into the earth, the front of the body grounds or relaxes toward the earth. The only pressure is the soles of the feet pressing against each other. One more breath. Inhale. Slow, slow, slow exhale. Or behind the knees. And take a couple of breaths as we gently relax the thighs and knees toward the heart. Knees to the heart. Slow inhale, abdomen inflates and presses the thighs away. Draw on the navel, and as you exhale, those thighs come closer to your heart. One more time. Inhale. Navel in as you exhale. Keeping the knees close to the heart. Relax the hands out to the sides. It doesn't have to be a bone straight T formation. It can be a more gentle M. And if you need to take out any cushion, you can. Arms are out on the inhale. Abdomen inflates. Draw on your navel, and as you exhale, bring both knees down on your left side. Knees can point toward your left wrist. And we take a couple of breaths. Every time we inhale, of course, we feel the abdomen inflates slightly, but we feel more of the right side ribs inflate. And as we exhale, we still draw on the navel, we still ground through both shoulder blades. Both shoulder blades are glued to the earth. Feel your side ribs relax in. Feel your legs, knees, and feet ground more toward the earth. Again, that pillow can come in underneath and even between the knees. Take one more breath here. Recline spinal twist to the left. Nice and slow. We inhale, both knees through center, draw in the navel, and exhale, both knees to the left. Knees pointing toward to the right, pointing toward our right wrist. Throw pillow between the knees if you need it. Throw pillow underneath if you need it. And we're taking a full breath in and a full breath out. Every time you inhale, the abdomen inflates, the side ribs inflate. Maybe you can feel the lower back inflate. Every time you exhale, slowly relax or ground the shoulder blades more into the earth. Feel the ribs relax in. Feel the legs and the knees ground even more into the earth. One more breath. Taking your time. Inhale the knees back to center. And as you exhale, hug them in. Cross the ankles if that's more comfortable. With each exhale, we draw on the navel in order to make space so that we can deepen whatever posture we're in. Release the hands, release the feet. Move some props out of the way. Let's go for a bridge pose. We bring the soles of the feet close to the hips. Fingertips reach toward the heels. This is in order for us to relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. But the fingertips are toward the heels. We press the lower back into the mat, into the floor, into the mattress. This allows the tailbone to lift slightly. This actually protects our lower back when we're doing back bends, to have the tailbone tucked. As you inhale, press into your feet, press into your hands and your upper arms, and slowly inhale and lift the hips. Only go as high as is comfortable for you. Draw in your navel and slowly roll down. Hips come down last. You can take a resting breath here, but we're going for 4 more repetitions. You can take a resting breath between each, or you can flow through the entire 4 or 5. Always flatten the back into the earth in order to lift the tailbone before you lift your hips off the mat. Slow inhale. Lift up the hips, the lower back, maybe the mid back. Draw in the navel. And as you exhale, the spine rolls down. The hips touch last. 3 more. Follow your breath. Very slow inhales, very slow exhale. Navel always draws in during the exhale. 2 more. Press the feet in, press the hands in, and maybe the upper arms. Slow exhale. Hips land last. Inhale. I think this is number 4. Navel in as we slowly exhale down. Hips touch down. And number 5, slow inhale. Draw in the navel as you slowly exhale. Soles of the feet together. Knees out left and right. Support underneath the thighs. Soles of the feet are together. Palms on the abdomen, lower abdomen or upper, whichever is comfortable. Relax the back of the head into the mat, but not the neck. Relax the shoulders into the mat. Take a breath. Inhale, abdomen inflates, heart lifts as the spine lengthens up through the crown, as well as down through the tailbone and legs. Exhale, navel naturally sinks toward the spine. Back body relaxes into the earth. Side ribs or side body relax and ground inward. Front of the body relaxes as if it can sink down into the earth as well. One more breath. See how slow you can go. Take your time. Very gently come back to partial recline. Soles of the feet together. Any other twists or stretches that you need? Broken scissors, feet are wide, kneecaps touch in the middle, palms reach out to the sides, palms down. We inhale, lengthen the spine and center. Draw in the navel, let the knees go to the left, uneven like a pair of broken scissors. Take an extra breath. Take your time. Inhale those knees back up to center. Draw in the navel. Exhale the knees to the right, uneven like a pair of broken scissors. And we take an extra breath. Very gently, you bring those legs up and the knees are back in center. Take a resting breath. This time, extend your left leg out toward the left corner of your mat. and your right leg out toward the right corner of your mat. Add in props wherever you need them. Maybe you take a rolled beach towel or blanket and you put it underneath your kneecaps. You let the back of the head relax into the mat, but not the neck. The shoulders relax into the mat. The side body, the buttocks, the hip joints, the back of the thighs, the sides of the thighs, the top of the thighs, the inner thighs, all relax toward the earth. The lower legs and the feet, the toes, all relax toward the earth. Your arms, palms up and out to the sides. Allow your shoulders to relax into the earth. Your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, the back of your hands, your fingers, your palms. Relax into the earth. Take a moment and inhale and center. And as you exhale, turn your gaze to the left and take an extra breath. Nice and slow. Inhale back through center. And as you exhale, turn your gaze to the right and take a breath. See if you can relax that ear closer to the earth. One more breath. And then bring the gaze back into center. Close the eyes all the way or halfway. And allow yourself to tune back into your breath. Notice how your breath is flowing in and out. We're back to the natural breath. We're letting go of worrying about, is my abdomen inflating enough? Worrying about whether or not we're drawing in the navel when we're exhaling. We're back to the natural breath. Slowly focus on how your breath is flowing in and out now. Hopefully your breath is deeper, it's smoother, it's more elongated, more relaxed. Notice if there are still aches and twinges anywhere in the body. If so, visualize that as you inhale, you're sending extra oxygen to those places that are still offering you resistance. Get yourself as comfortable as you can be so that you can be still for the next 3 minutes or so. And because our body temperature usually lowers a degree or even 2 when we relax, feel free to bring in a fleece or a light blanket to cover your body. Again, relax your eyes. Relax the skin of your face. And allow yourself to be still and to listen while I read you something. Everyone stay where you are. Paying attention to your breath. Paying attention to aches melting away. This is a letter to my daughter. Biologically, she had one son, but in her mind, all women of the world were her daughters. So she wrote a gospel song when she was thinking of her grandmother, and she was talking to her daughters about keeping your faith. And it has since been sung by the Mississippi Mass Choir. And I'd like to your name, and I am calling. I'm stepping out on your word. That reminds me of how we are all interconnected, how we are all united, whether we realize it or not. And hopefully, we will take this practice beyond our mat and out into our community, with our families, with our friends, our coworkers, and to become peace and love and joy and respect for all beings, including ourselves. When you are ready, you can bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes, wrist circles, ankle circles. Take a nice deep stretch. As you inhale and exhale, take a nice deep stretch as if you just woke up. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, deep stretch. Inhale, exhale, deep stretch. And when you're ready, roll to the side. Throw pillow. This lifting your seat takes pressure off of your lower back and allows your legs and knees to relax more naturally toward the earth. For our final meditation, we want to inhale and reach out. Visualize that you are gathering everything that is peace and love, justice, respect. Location of your spiritual heart. Inhale one more time to allow your heart to lift up and reach your affirmation, prayer, or wish. And as you exhale, bow to your own highest self, your true nature. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for Wellness Wednesday, Restorative Yoga at NSC. Hopefully, you have enjoyed this practice, and you will be able to join us again next Wednesday at 4:30. Many thanks.